again. I'll probably send you a screenshot on Instagram or something.
Okay.
But I don't remember everything. I just remember the things I feel like was for me. Like I said, I think the creamiest stuff because I like ice cream or like or Hershey's with almonds. So those things I would say, I guess, when I'm looking for love or I'm lacking love and I want love, so I go to my ice cream, my candy, right? So if you ever see me eating a candy bar, you know what it is.
But listen, the what's the nuts all about?
The what?
The nuts.
I don't know what you talking about. I don't really know. Are we still doing this?
Yeah, right. He said the Hershey's with the nuts. I was like, what's the nuts? What does that mean?
Eyes. I told you them eyes.
All right, creamy and sweet. Chocolate with the nuts.
Yeah, no, when
Noted.
I get it, I'll definitely to you.
That's pretty cool, though. That's deep and believable, too. Creamy and sweet. I see that.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
No, yeah, he broke it down. I listened to him over 2 years ago. He's one of the people in my mind that kind of helped me transfer into that because it was never about me being vegan or vegetarian, just being more health conscious.
Okay.
And once I started eating more green, it actually really changed my taste buds. So as I started eating chicken, I wanted less of it. Then all of a sudden, it was just nasty to me. It was never my intentions to take the flesh out, which I called it.
Okay.
But that's what happened when I started to just clean up. No more junk food, no more donuts when people have, no more candy at people's desks. I actually put a fruit bowl in my office and would start eating fruit and stuff. So it changed the dynamic of my taste buds. So.
I was a vegetarian for a few years, only because I've just never liked meat. It's not a big deal to me, you know what I mean?
Right.
I can have a whole plate of starches and vegetables and be very happy with that. I'd be curious as to what it said about starches, because I found them so comforting. Potatoes, yeah. Or root vegetables, like carrots, roasted carrots. But you don't eat mushrooms. You don't eat mushrooms?
I do, but I'm very far in between. Like, I don't care for them. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Do you eat beets?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, beets are good.
Yeah.
Like I'm so passionate about food.
Exactly.
Look, beets give you so much energy. Like beet juice? Yeah, beet juice is an elixir. I can't wait to see the types of food that I like, what they equate to, because I'm going straight to YouTube. Know that. I'm going straight to YouTube. Find out a little something about myself. That's great. So tell me, how are you in life right now? How's life treating you?
How's life treating me? Life is pretty good. Like I said, I have my moments where it's me, right? And so if I don't check myself, then I just start focusing on the negative. I always think of this because when I was in New York, that time around when Banksy was just graffitiing on a wall, he did one on the back of a truck that said, "The angrier you are, the more assholes you see." So the more assholes I see is indicative of my mindset, right? So if I change that mindset, I change my life is in front of me. So I'm always looking at that and trying to be responsible for my thoughts, right? So if I treat myself good, life is good. If I'm down on myself and I'm having a bad conversation that day, that's pretty much how my life looked. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, overall, I think I had, like I said, I travel a lot this year, which in reality doesn't necessarily mean like someone is happy, right? Where I was happy to travel because every location was new for me. But where I may have had like I said earlier, my short circuit is being away from my kids a lot. You know, I start to miss them. And then even I get on myself when I'm FaceTiming them because that's fine. But I'm a very affectionate person. So even if it's them passing me and I touch them, that's like a blessing to me. Like, it don't even have to be a full hug because I communicate with my hands, right? You know, Even in passing, if I saw you or someone I know, I greet people with not only my words but my hand, like hello or how you doing. And so is the affection part and touching and human interaction is important to me. So when I go very long time without my kids, I start to go to that place where I kind of got to check myself, or I got to put stuff aside, like, oh, I got to go see the kids. You know what I mean? So, but no, overall, it's been good. Tired from so much traveling. Sometimes I don't use my time wisely.
Okay.
So that's one of my goals for the new year, to be planning, not just give any and everybody my time, but be more focused on if it plays within my plan or where I'm going. You know, because sometimes I do like talking, and you know, as far as a Gemini, they call us chatty patties, right? So I'll be mindful of that as well, and just not giving it out to any and everybody freely, right? So.
But, you know, I hear that about Geminis, but the only one that I've known is my mother, who is sweet and generous and kind. So the stereotypes about Geminis, I don't know. But I hear about them, though. The twins, and they'll flip on you, and they'll do this, that, and the other, but I've never experienced it.
What day was your mother born on?
May 30th.
She's a 3, right? Okay.
What does that mean?
Let me get to it. So is she expressive?
I'm sorry?
Is your mother very expressive?
Very.
Right. So one thing, because my daughter's a 3 as well, but she's a Cancer, but her birthday's the 12th, so that's a 1 + 2, 3. So when I was listening to something about numerology, they were talking about for kids, they have to express themselves. So if they can't express themselves, have them write it out.
Okay.
You know? So mom probably always wants to have the last word. And
Terrible with it.
So real quick, the lesser of her, she's scattered, insecure, vain, egotistical, fickle, wasteful, critical, domineering, promiscuous, lackadaisical, worrying, whining, jealousy, intolerance, and over-exaggerating. The over-exaggerating is definitely my daughter. So the greater of her, she's expressive, popular, friendly, talented, passionate, sexual, artistic, fashionable, sociable, enthusiastic, creative, versatile, romantic, and I can't see the other 2. So I don't know if that fits or is kind of indicative, but it's just playing on the fact of when she's, you know, at her lower end compared to when she's on her stuff. You know what I mean?
And that's for a 3, because I think I'm a 3 as well. Right,
and that's a fire sign, so that you guys, as well as me, I'm a 1. So we got fiery personalities. Would you say that?
I'm a water sign. So I'm a Capricorn. I'm December 30. So,
yeah, you guys. Yeah, I have 2 Capricorns, or 3. So I kind of, you guys are good. No, you guys are good. You're very. No. You know what I'm saying? No, my daughter's wonderful. She'll help you. That's her heart. She's by your side. And sister, she'll help you. But she's also, when you cross that line, she turns it on like that red eye, them knives in the eye, and she'll put some hands on you as well. You know. So as far as the Capricorn side.
Yeah. Capricorn.
She's very good, very loving personality and stuff, but she a little dramatic though sometimes.
Some things require drama.
It is what it is.
Yeah, some things require drama. Well, look, thank you. Thank you for talking to me, and thank you for allowing me to meet you.
No problem.
I've had opportunity to meet some really cool people since I've been doing this, and it's just a passion product. I see people who are interesting, and I just want to get to know them and see what's going on in their lives and see if there's things that I could relate to. And I think that meeting people and getting to know a little bit about them helps me learn a little bit about myself as well. Because I was telling a friend, are you familiar with Walden?
No, I'm not sure.
It's a piece that was done by Ralph Henry Thoreau, where I was just talking about, I reference this way too much, but him going to live in the woods by himself to find peace and learn things. And that was inspirational to me. I just wanted to be left alone. But now as I get older, I enjoy people all of a sudden. You know what I mean? And I want to get to know people and spend time with them, just being social, I guess. And then I've come to the conclusion, too, that people need people. And you were so on it with that touch thing, because that has, I know the importance of touch, but it was a couple of weeks ago, me and my one of my closest friends, who I call my sister, we were out eating, and I was having a hard day. And we kept on slapping 5, and I felt like every time we slapped 5, she transferred energy to me. I felt it. I was like, I feel better, you know? So that touch piece is deep,
Yeah. I feel like I'd die if I didn't touch somebody, like, you know what I mean? And I don't, that came off a little crazy, but, you know, I guess it's also the connection for me. It just has to, like I said, that's one of my languages, just kind of communication. I have to. I'll probably touch about, that sounds so wrong, but I'll kind of, you know, about 20 people, like all the people I work with, it's like, you know, a tap, like, hey, what's up, you know, joking on. Like I said, in passing is, you know, one, I always connect with the lunch ladies. I'm like, yeah, thank y'all for taking care of me. You know what I mean? So things like that, and that's just very important to me. That part.
Yeah. I'm just going to, it's a transference of, like, say for instance, I'm not religious, but when somebody bless me, I take it serious. I'm like, thank you. You know what I mean? Or have a good day, and and they're being genuine. I'm like, thanks. It empowers me. You know what I mean? Makes me feel good. Energizes me. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, affirmations are good as well. Yes.
Yeah. How about that? Affirmations, yes. Well, thank you. I won't keep you anymore, and I appreciate you taking the time. And I will. I'm going to. I don't do any type of edits because, one, I don't know how, but two, I like it raw.
Right.
Yeah. So, however we said it is however it's going to be, and so I'm probably going to. I plan to post this on Sunday. So it'll be on my blog on Sunday, and pieces will be on my Instagram, and it'll be on my YouTube as well.
Okay.
Thank you, Rupert.
No problem. Thank you. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you.
Let's just keep going. I appreciate you.
Have a good night. I'll touch base with you.
You too.
All right, bye.
Okay.